Hi, I'm Andrew from Fantasy Aid, and today we are going to talk about when it's time to press that big red button. When is the right time to panic about your team in fantasy baseball? This is more an overview overall of your team. I'll be making a video later on some guys that maybe you should or should not be panicking on, but I'm just going to give an overview on my thoughts on, do you need to make a move? Do you drop? Do you add? Like, what do you do if your team is still not doing well here towards the end of week 3? You see the panics all the time, especially in public leagues. Randall Grichuk, for example, he was horrendous in the first week. He did hit the wires in some leagues, and now he's back to being normal. It's like, there was nothing to worry about. So, I mean, obviously that's a single player, but what if your entire team is not doing it at all? Like, what if you have Matt Harvey and Chris Archer, and your pitching just stinks? And that can be tough to solve because you feel like you don't want to drop any of those guys. Like if you're in a 12-team league and you feel like you have the team, but it's just not working. Do you drop guys you think that will perform later just to get the stats now? Obviously it depends on league format. I'm talking more shallower leagues where there is some decent stuff on the wire. Obviously in deeper leagues you don't really have the option to, I just need to drop this guy to get this hot guy. Like you saw a lot of guys getting picked up that started the season raking. Jeremy Hazelbaker, for example. I'm going to be talking about him a little bit later in a different video, but not thrilled with what I've seen. I think it was just a little burst there. But anyway, back on topic. Yeah, so should you start making trades out there? I mean, do you need to change up your team? And I would say at this point, no. I mean, we're about 3 weeks in, and if your team's not doing well, if you really believe, if you know that, I messed up, it makes sense. But if you really believe that you drafted right and the guys just aren't performing right now, stay the course. Don't make a stupid panic trade you'll regret in a couple weeks when the guy breaks out just like you thought he would. So, but how do you fix your team now? Like, I don't give up on the guys, but how do you fix your team now? Well, what I like to do on my teams is I like having one guy, on my team, 1 or 2 guys on my roster that I would have absolutely no problem in dropping. Because if you have a team, your whole entire team full of guys you don't want to drop, you have no flexibility. I had, some starters like Jimmy Nelson, or Rich Hill, guys I can feel comfortable dropping, but they can also help me. I had a lot of Rich Hill starting yesterday, and Rich Hill was great, 10 strikeouts, but he's not a guy that I have to keep him because he's more of a spot start guy. You want to have those 1, 2, 3 guys you can rotate in and out with the people that are hot on the wire. If you wanted to get Jeanette back when he was hot, you got some stats from him, but you don't, with the depth at second base, you don't really feel like you have to keep him. You can drop him and pick up another guy. And that just, it helps keep your team in it, So, I mean, that's just kind of my basis on it. It's why would you want someone on your team that you're going to drop? Yeah, you stream pitchers and stuff, but it's more than just streaming pitchers. I do like to stream hitters occasionally. There's a guy going off. I can just drop this pitcher I had that I was just spot start and pick up the hitter. Keep him until it dies away, like a Jeremy Hazelbaker. So, I mean, those are just some of the ways. You don't have to, I need to trade Matt Harvey for so-and-so to this team because they're offered. Don't sell low. I don't necessarily believe so much in the sell low, buy high kind of thing. I mean, you see it in public leagues, but if you're playing in a private league, it's probably going to be pretty hard to sell high. But you're probably going to get a lot of offers for sell lows, and you could be tempted to take them, but I wouldn't. Do not sell low on a Chris Archer or Matt Harvey because they have track record and they will break out eventually, and you don't want to be that guy in the middle of the season regretting that he traded off his entire team because he panicked. So that was just kind of my 5-minute or so thoughts on that. I know it's not super detailed, but just kind of formulating a little bit of my thoughts together on that, especially with a couple of my teams, you know, drafting guys like an Archer that you thought you would help right away, and it's kind of ruining the rest of your staff. It's like, bench them, but wait it out. I'm also going to have a future thing on benching. Bench Shelby Miller. Just bench him. But, yeah, those are some of my thoughts. Like, this is just a short little video. I don't like doing super long videos on YouTube because, you know, you gotta hold people's attention. This summer, I might experiment into podcasting a bit, and in podcasting, it's a lot easier to go more into depth and take more time because people are listening, not watching necessarily. I mean, not that I have much on the screen, it's just a picture of some of the slow starters. But yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. I know I missed a couple videos this week. You know, it's getting close to finals week over here, so I'm a little swamped. The waiver wire video will come out tomorrow. I will get that done, so be looking for that. And I think tomorrow or Sunday I'll kind of release a video on specific slow starters and how you should feel about them. So that was just a couple of my thoughts. So for Fantasy 8, I'm Andrew, and thanks for watching.